毎日散歩する星がでも洞窟にいる
This map was never completed. This artistic piece right here was thrown into the bin. That was thrown in the bin.
On a sunny day, I wake up and the line drains in, and automatically I reach out and I feel the warm weight on my fingers. Yellow whip train, I guess I let up, kick the rubble on the 8-fold, see myself, am I dreaming again? Cause it feels like all my life I've been so sure I'm alright. Sometimes I'm lonely.
I love the concept behind animation maps, the nature of collaboration and work ethic, to come together and make a 3 or 4 minute animation or animatic with a song and a meaning behind it. I adore the fact that animators can get a small glimpse of fame from a huge collaboration video that'll blow up in views, millions, hundreds, thousands, the millions. Especially these Gravity Falls ones, very popular ones. I love the fact that we're bringing animators together to collaborate. College animation classes put groups of students together to work and create beautiful works within a day or a week. Collaboration is an enormous part of entertainment. Film crew, artists, directors, cameramen, editors, actors, special effects, publishers, advertisers, writers, all of which are used to create a AAA quality movie. All of this roots in the collaboration and the companies that bring the people together to keep their workers working and progressing. Here is a Hurricane OC map. This was uploaded July 17th, 2014, and it is yet to be finished. Number 1, nobody has that part. Number 6, nobody has this part. And then here's one of the parts from this map. That was thrown in the garbage.
And as I knew it would, there's no doubt, just a troubadour tied to my mooring.
An animation map, simply, is when somebody of significant following, or, unsignificant following, calls upon the community and brings them all together to create a short film regarding a topic or a song of choice. Usually done with original characters, sometimes with a theme, like Gravity Falls or Fandom, Undertale, something like that. Many of the final maps are masterpieces. A lot of the top ones up there are masterpieces, and they're beautiful. And the smaller ones, even themselves, are also beautiful in the fact that people have come together to collaborate and bring these things together. Even despite if the animation content is not as high as quality as some would like, I think the idea of collecting animators is a great practice. Doing these map pieces is much more substantial than an animation meme, because animators can practice their creative talent instead of placing their character, or any character, in a pattern that has been mimicked across the internet. I would greatly encourage more maps to be hosted and finalized by many of those in the field of 2D animation, maybe even 3D online animation, it doesn't matter. There are, however, problems, risks, challenges, all these kinds of crazy things that come about. The thing that most probably annoys everybody the most are incomplete maps. Vivini Mendrano, Viviz Pop. The one that created the very popular Die Young animation. She was hosting a Jenny Mash map. Last few spots open September 22nd, 2015. If you sort the comments by the newest, you can find, it's been 3 years, where it at be? So this is not going to be finished. You need to finish this, Vivzipop. 3 years later, 2018, and it's still not animated. I do not know if she's given up on this thing. I really hope she has not. Incomplete maps. Maps with people who have done their parts that have come in. The host says they're done. 15 out of 22, 15 out of 21, finished, complete. 3 years ago, no progress, no update, nothing. 3 out of 12, 4 years ago, nothing, no progress. Janamash, animation map. It's things like these that just frustrate animators and the community itself. Not just the animators, but like the people watching them. People who are looking forward to these animations. They're like, oh damn, I can't wait for this map to come out. Can't wait to see all these beautiful animators that are working on this map. And then it goes unlisted. You never see it again. What happened? Either that or it just stays on the channel. So that's an issue. I have seen a very vast number of maps that have gone uncompleted for years. Yet, however, they will sometimes upload their uncompleted map part with the missing sections of the map in it. This strange practice perplexes me for many reasons. Number one being, an animator has spent most likely weeks on their part of the map, and in return they get an uncompleted piece of garbage with a bunch of other people's animation and a stationary looping screen occasionally saying 148. Another thing. 2. An uncompleted map is not artistic. Calling a map finished when it is unfinished is not a beneficial practice. If half of the animators at Pixar just decided not to do their job, I don't believe Pixar would upload Toy Story with untextured and unanimated models and call it finished. Pixar would instead turn to others, fire their incompetent workers, and bring in more people. Also, having an uncompleted map upload just looks ugly on the channel. If there is an upload for an unfinished map, I believe that it should be a call for more animators, more help. Instead of getting bored and throwing a map away, give a map to another host. Give the map away. Don't just throw it in the garbage. Give it to somebody who will be happy to take it and continue hosting it. Animators do not want their work being thrown into a bin of unused art. Another thing I've seen before are channels that do not host the map, nor have permission to upload the map, upload nearly complete pieces of the map because of impatience for the host to finalize the map. This is a very rare occurrence, but part of me is indifferent about this because I do believe a host should get their map edited if all the parts are done. Similarly, if someone else were to take all these animations and upload the map on their own channel instead of letting the host do it, all the animators that participated in the map will see their animation and see it being used by someone else when the animation was originally given to a separate individual for a different channel. And that will frustrate animators as well. Burnt Lime. One of my really good friends participated in Burnt Lime's Grinning Ghosts map, and it's still not finished. It's been a long time. I do believe that hosts should be assertive but respectful to their animators when recruiting volunteers for their map. A large amount of people depend on map hosts to find a way to finalize a piece. Sometimes hosts can find trouble getting people to make a map, but this can be avoided using a couple of scenarios. Number 1, having animators wait until it is known that there is enough people to finish the map to have them start their animation. And if after that an animator drops out, quickly find a new person to fill the spot, or have the host do it themselves. Get some kind of messaging system, some DM system across to them, get their contact information to Discord, to Skype, any kind of instant messaging, Telegram, it doesn't matter. and do that so that the host can contact them easily and give them updates and ask for them progress. Even make a group with all the people in it. It's a very good idea. If people aren't getting their part done in time, they should be taken off the map. Make them send updates to the host. If they cease to be making progress of their map, send them off. If a map host is not going to use their part, they can still most likely upload their piece under a different label. Similarly, you can have a backup. Some hosts already have backups. It's a backup animators on the side to fill in for people who suddenly drop out of the map. Another thing you could do is to shorten the song using audio editing techniques to prevent people from having to do too many parts, or to prevent too many people from participating. Provide areas in the video with minimal effort required to put into them. Many large companies actually do have very lazy moments in their animations, such as sliding a camera across a still image to create the illusion of movement. For hosts who have no animation skills, put together one of these minimal effort scenes. And I've seen a really phenomenal example of that on a Gravity Falls map, where there is very slight and subtle PNG slide movements, and that is actually most of the map, and the map is still produced very well. Oh, another good practice. Having the credits play during the beginning part of the song. Having the credits play during the beginning part of the song is a good way to reduce the amount of animators that are needed for a video. A lot of these animations are just PNGs being zoomed in or slid across the screen. And I think this kind of this subtle artistic editing is very effective. If an animator is struggling, have them just create a simple background and a PNG for their part, and then let the editor do some work. I have seen maps that have been completed within a month. Gay Ninja Ooh had a lot of really, really good parts, and none of it didn't get finished. The animators didn't get to see their work thrown together. Now, it's not all the host's fault. The animators are to blame as well. As for animators need to know if they'll have time and patience to actually complete and finalize a part for a map. Joining a map part and realizing that they don't have time to create nor contribute is hampering the effectiveness of the project. An animator needs to know their limit. If an animator finds that the map is too much for them, they must ask the host to drop them out so their part can be reopened for others. Instead of sitting on their part and not finishing it, just tell the host. That's an issue. If you need to know if you have time to make a map part. I do realize people can be busy. Yes, busy. If you know you're going to be too busy to contribute to a map, do not contribute to the map. You are going to be the slow poke. You are going to be the one that everyone waits on. And all these types of people keep stacking up, and maps never get finished. I blame people for being inexperienced. I blame people for being ambitious, too ambitious almost. I blame people for your eyes are bigger than your stomach. In this case, it'd be your eyes are bigger than your brain. Your eyes are bigger than your physical capabilities. Your mental patience. And that's the part that saddens me the most, is seeing these great map parts just not being used for what they were created for.